Hello, everybody, and it's time with Gramps, the series. Hello, Tony. Nice to have you here in the chat already. So you are the first viewer, although it says, oh, I've got two waiting. It says that's what we have. So I'm going to wait until a few more comes on before I start the interview. But on tonight's show, we have got That Heals Stephanie. She is the first one. First time I've interviewed it. Yeah, everything's on. So I'm going to share it on Twitter first, see if I can get a few more in, because I'm not going to start the interview until people come on. As you know, I don't know what it is with YouTube at present. It doesn't seem to be notifying people.
Yeah,
put it in Jeanette's group as well. Jeanette's group, that's it. So what type of day you had then, Steph? Hello, Scott Fisher. Nice to have you in. Oh, you got the notification. That's good, because not working. As you can see, my guest tonight is the lovely That Heals Stephanie. So if you could just say hello to Scott in the type in the chat, Steph, and then he'll be able to, if he wants to support you, he'll be able to go over and click the three dots and support you. Scott, I'm going to ask you now, would you be interested in a Time with Gramps video? So at the moment, we've only got 4 viewers. So I'm just waiting for a few more to come in. No, we've got 5 now. So Tony's just said hi to you all.
Hi, Tony.
So I'm just waiting, you know. So yeah, because I'd like to interview you, Scott. I've seen one of your interviews. Was it with James Cox? So I'd love to interview you. I'll make you a moderator as well, Scott, because I've got to know you following your channel as well. Oh, and I've got 1 like. Someone's hit the like already.
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a bit slow tonight. I thought I would have had my jet. I've come on 10 minutes earlier. Oh, good. I'll get in touch with you then, Scott. Good evening, Don Joyce again. Don was on last night's live stream that I did about drone filming techniques. I've had a good response to that one. I've had quite a few people who have asked me to do another one on that particular subject. So I'm hoping to get 2 or 3 more on the panel next week when I discuss filming techniques. Not particularly drones, but generally filming techniques. Only stay for 5 minutes. Still at work. Okay, Don, that's fair enough. So we've got 6 in. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just send Jeanette a text saying that I'm on. Yeah? If I can. Oh, yeah, she's there. So I'll send her a text. I am live. Yeah? So she'll get the text now. Jeanette Pickering. Hello, Angel. Angel and Kelly's in. Hello, Kelly. So I'll start the interview now with Stephanie, because we've got 7 viewers in. So Stephanie, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I was born in Germany, raised in Mississippi, and I live in Colorado, in Denver, in the States. Art is like one of the constants in my life and always has been. I have a dog named Bugsy. He's a little wiener dog. I live with my boyfriend and his mom, and I'm a full-time student.
And could you tell us what you are studying then?
So I'm actually studying corrections program support services. What I want to do is get into art therapy in the corrections field and show people that you can do with art what you can with therapy, because that's how I use it. I use it as a form of therapy. It helps me practice my mindfulness and makes me slow down and realize, you know, there's a process to everything.
And how long have you been studying on that course then, Stephanie?
About a year and a half now, I believe.
And how many more years have you got of studying?
A lot.
A lot.
Because I actually have to finish this program, and then I have to find one for like psychology. And I also have to get like certifications and whatnot to be able to practice.
Yeah. So Kelly says hello to you. I'm just stopping to say hello to Kate, Aerial Views and Headlines, Histories UK, sorry, Steve. Kelly's in, Don Joyce and Angel Muniz. So welcome one and all. Hope you're going to enjoy listening. So, oh, we've got Pixie in as well. Chris is in. Hello, Pixie. Nice to have you in. And this is the lovely Stephanie. I believe you all follow Stephanie at the present. So, what about YouTube then, Stephanie? What made you, or what decided you to start a channel on YouTube?
Well, whenever I first started, it was because I learned that my boyfriend's cat actually plays fetch. So I made a video and posted it a long time ago. And then I was like, you know what? There's got to be people out there who want to see like the process of art and stuff like that. And I got on and I saw these other YouTubers doing it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do it too. Because, I mean, why have a YouTube channel and not have anything going on it?
So your channel is mainly about art, I believe.
Yes. So a lot of it is actually recordings of my art being made. I have a few live streams that I did, and typically I just ask people if they have any questions or anything like that and try to show off some of my artwork so people can see the finished pieces. And then I am hoping to get together like a photo montage so everybody can go view my artworks without having to go to like a different platform or anything like that.
So I'm going to ask you now, because you mentioned art, your artwork. Have you got any samples that you have got close to you to show people?
Let's see. I have my sketchbook next to me. I don't know. It's a fairly new sketchbook. I think all I have in it are my dragons that I'm learning how to draw.
Oh, thank you very much, Pixie. Roll on the snow. Oh, no, I want to go somewhere where it's nice and warm.
So here's my first ever fully fleshed out dragon. Oh, it's not. There we go. Can you see it all right?
Yeah. Just carry on, because if I speak, it'll come back to me. So, you know, when you're showing your artwork, I'll keep quiet.
Okay. And then I have my second one. I actually did the other night. I have a watercolor. And then, let's see. I have a couple of pieces sitting here. I'm not sure what they are. I just know they're on top of my printer, which means I want to scan them in. Here's Capricorn, I believe it was. It's an ink drawing / paint. And if you can see, I don't know if it'll show up, but there's little details that are actually in gold ink. And then Sagittarius. And that's all I've got on hand.
So may I ask then, Stephanie, why are you doing drawings of the zodiac signs at present?
I've always really liked astrology and stuff like that, and I like to put my own spin on things. I noticed that one of my favorite YouTubers is actually doing a Zodiac series, and I really liked how she was doing it. But I was like, you know, I could do that, but in my own style and do my own interpretation. So I got inspiration from someone else, but it's my own original work.
Yeah. So do you follow many art channels then?
I do actually. Some of my favorites are Lee Ellickson, and Harry Little Peach is like my #1 favorite YouTuber. Her name is Sean. I think you say her last name Danthis.
Yeah.
And then there's another. She's really awesome. Like about narrating her art. Her name is Drawing with Waffles. And I've learned a lot from her as far as like making the YouTube videos and stuff like that, and really focusing on what you're doing and interacting with your audience.
Yeah. So,
Jeanette, I think I did Virgo. I don't know if I recorded it. I do know it's one of the ones that I want to redo because
yeah, we're having a bit of problems with your signal at the moment. It keeps on going off and pausing. You know, I don't know whether anybody else is having trouble listening to Stephanie, but when I've spoken to her before, it's been okay. That's better because you're moving about, aren't you now?
Well, I just came and sat closer to the internet router, so maybe that'll help.
Yeah. Oh, that's better. It seems to be better. Thanks a lot for doing that. Jeanette Pickering says she's a Virgo, so I presume she's put that in for you to do a drawing. I don't know whether I'm right in that. Oh, hello, Alexander Smith. Nice to have you in again from last night. Yes, Eagle. It's a bit stuttery, but I can understand it though. Yeah, I can't, Steve. You know, so at least the gorgeous Stephanie has moved. So, because you're an artist, drawing with waffles. Oh, thanks a lot for putting that in for Scott for me. Pixie says, I'm a sexy Scorpio, laughs out loud. So could you do a
post those and record them and post them up for you guys and let you know?
Yeah. Oh, God. What's this? It's better now. Stephanie has moved. Yeah, it is, Jeanette. So, as an artist, then, who are you?
Oh man, I've never been asked that question before.
Yes, well, I've done my research. I've been looking up, thinking about questions I could ask, and I got in touch with my son-in-law, who's an artist, and he said the first question you should ever ask an artist is, "Who are you?" In other words, what do you want to be as an artist? I presume. I don't know. So I'm going to let you answer that one.
Mostly, I want to be a teacher when it comes to art. I want to be able to show other people how to do it and show other people that there are, we have a visitor.
What's this? Straight to the point with that one, mate. Good show. Yeah, well, this is it, Steve. Whoever I'm interviewing, I look on their videos, I get points out the videos that I look at, and I do look at about between 60 and 70% of people's videos who I am interviewing, and then I design questions around what I've learned about them then. So the next question is, what is it you want to accomplish from your art?
Like I said before, I really want to help other people and show them that it can be a form of therapy. I love my art. It's definitely a form of therapy for me. It's been the one consistent in my life, and I want to continue that. I want to continue to grow and learn myself.
Oh, that's a good answer then. Yeah. So here's another one then. Wise at, oh, I've lost her. She's gone off. She's deserted me. She's got, look at that. She's got fed up with me. Hello, Paul Michael. David Blaine, how are you? So where is me? Where's she gone? She's gone off. She's left me. So hopefully she will come back. I'm sending her another invite. See if we can get her back on again. And I was so looking forward to interviewing Stephanie. So something has happened to her. So hopefully she will be back shortly. I've sent her another invite again. Now, always problems with the internet. So I'm pleased I did my live stream last night as well. I'm not sure what is happening with my computer. I apologise. That's all right. You are back. Like this will help others find this awesome interview by you. Thanks a lot, Scott. So can you hear me? Yes, that's all right. What happened there then, Steph?
Can you see me now?
Yeah. Hello, Tammy. My world in Oklahoma City, my friend. So what happened there then?
I'm not sure. I think my internet is all messed up because there's more than one person here, and everybody connects their phones to the internet. So I'm trying to stay next to the router so that it's not as bad. I apologize.
No, that's all right. You know, as long as you come back or you put something in the chat to let us know what is happening, because I was really worried. I thought you got sick of me asking questions already. You know, people do get sick of the Eagle. You know, because I'm an old fella. Well, you know, I've had years of experience of talking to people and interviewing them and filming as well. So I want to impart some of that experience to other people.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all supporting each other in the chat. Oh, Ariel, Steve, you're growing your channel, you know, aren't you? Cheers. Yeah, you want to be saying cheers, you can buy me a pint one day. So did I ask that question? Why is art important to you?
Art is important to me. A lot of the reason is, like I've said, it's therapy, and it's been the one constant in my life, but it's also something that everybody has always really pushed for me to do. And unfortunately, I didn't start taking it seriously until I was in high school.
Yeah.
But now that I am taking it more seriously, I feel like I'm growing a lot, and I've learned a lot about myself through my art.
So when you was young, you know, say about 3, 4, 5, did you draw on the walls at home, or you know, because I know what I was like when I was young, 3 or 4. I used to crayon all over the walls and the wallpaper, and my mum and dad went mad, you know. So I was just wondering whether you were like that. Hello, Carolyn. Nice to have you in.
Hi, everybody that's come in. So I don't know if I ever drew on the walls. I definitely know that I drew on paper a lot.
Yeah.
Parents actually have old drawings of mine that I did whenever I was younger. They actually sent me a couple of pictures the other day. I don't know what I did with them, but I had them somewhere.
Yeah. So you mentioned at the beginning of the interview you were born in Germany. Why were your parents in Germany then?
They were in the army. They got stationed out there, and that's actually where they met and got married. It's really cool because they actually got married in a castle. And then about a year after they got married, they had me. And then we moved back to the States. My mom and I, we moved back to the States and went to Mississippi, which is where my dad's side of the family lives.
Yeah.
And so I lived there for, I want to say, like 16 years of my life. And then we moved to Colorado for 2 years, which is where my mom's side of the family lives, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I was like, one day I'm going to go back, and here I am.
So whereabouts in Colorado are you at present then?
So I actually live in a little city called Wheat Ridge, but it's close to Denver. So that would be the best way to describe it, is in Denver, basically.
Yeah. So in the winter, is it cold in Denver?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Snow, and the dogs have to have sweaters on, and one of them has to wear boots because his feet get too cold.
Oh, so I won't put Denver on my wish list of places to visit until the summer months, because I've never been to Denver. Oh, hello, Finley. Hope you're all right. FSV, Finn's Sky Views. Great drone channel. Go over and support him, Chris, if you don't know about him. So here's another question then from the art side. Why do you feel compelled to create? Not just art, but your YouTube channel as well.
I like art a lot. I feel like it's one of the things that I can actually contribute to society and make like a meaningful statement, even if it's just me being angry and painting something that represents that. As far as my YouTube channel goes, I've always wanted to learn cinematography and grow in that area and learn how to edit videos and do all of that. I actually dabble in photography. So it's something I've always wanted to learn because of the whole photography side of things. And it's just an outlet for me.
Yeah. So what camera equipment, or do you just use your phone at the moment for taking photographs for your photography and video?
At the moment, I just use my phone. I actually have a Nikon D5000. Mom has it right now, and it actually needs a new lens.
Oh, she's dropped it, or something happened to the lens. Yeah.
Yes.
Usual thing, you know, that these beginners, they always drop their equipment, don't they? So, have you learned anything by watching fellow creators here on YouTube?
Oh yeah, definitely. One of the a lot of stuff is on the cinematography side. It's like you mentioned to me, the 3-second rule. You mentioned it in your stream yesterday as well. I've noticed that in a lot of their stuff. I've noticed how they set up their lighting, and then on the art side, I've noticed, you know, like if you do this certain technique, this is the result you get. Or you can do this or this to get better at what you're wanting to learn. And a lot of YouTubers that I watch are artists, and that's how I have learned how to make art the way that I want to. I'll be watching a YouTube video of another art YouTuber, and something will just click for a piece that I'm working on that I can't get unstuck on.
So out of all the YouTubers you follow at present, who was excuse me, who has inspired you most?
Definitely Furry Little Peach. She's very charismatic, and her boyfriend is actually a cinematographer, and he does a lot of her videos and shows her how to do them. But she's just really charismatic. She's always all about sharing her process with you, sharing information like how to price your commissions and how to do this, that, or the other with like watercolor. And she's an illustrator, and she actually just published a children's book, a picture book. And it's gorgeous. I want a copy of it so bad. I'm going to have to get a copy.
Yeah, well, just get round your boyfriend, you know, get him to treat you. So
I might be able to.
Yeah, if you like, Stephanie, because you're a moderator, you can put a link into the chat, because I've never heard of it. So, you know, we can all go over during the stream or afterwards, go and check her out.
Okay, give me just a second here. Let me.
Although Scott has put a link in, so I can click on that link in a minute. So here's a question then. Why should people care about your artwork? What do you think stands out for you at present in your artwork?
Right now, I definitely have a little bit different of a style from everyone else because my skills are so raw. I'm not where I want to be with my art, but I'm definitely working towards that. One of the biggest things that Furry Little Peach actually said is that when you see something in your head and you draw it in present time, in 5 years, what you wanted to draw out of your head, you'll be able to draw that. But in those 5 years, you might have bigger expectations of yourself than you did the previous 5 years.
Yeah, agree on that then. So how do you then, or how do you think you can take the next step up?
I definitely think that I could go back to, sorry, hold on just a second.
Oh, we've got doggy problems now. God, we've had everything on tonight's stream.
Bugsy came for a visit earlier. I don't know if you saw him or not.
Yeah. You know, so he's gone quiet. I hope they fed him or watered him. Yeah.
Yeah. He's come back.
Oh, look at that. That's pure artwork. I hope you've drawn that little pooch.
I need to. I actually want to get a tattoo of him.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Look at another one that's into tattoos. You're a young lady. Tattoos are all right when you're young, but when you get to my age and you've got all wrinkly skin, I'll tell you what, they're not worth looking at then. And most people who have tattoos, they don't put them on show anyway. So
well, a lot of mine are actually like tributes or memorials, like for my grandma.
Yeah.
I was close with her and I lost her at about 7 years old. Yeah. And I got her name tattooed on my ribs so she'd be close to my heart forever.
Yeah. Hello, 007 Vauxhall, Paul. Hope you're all right. He's another brilliant channel. Go over and support him. Does a hot and spicy every Saturday evening. Hot and spicy food, you know. Absolutely brilliant. And he always has a drink with him, you know, a couple of pints, and he has a good discussion. Brilliant. I must remind myself to add you to my list for me interviews, because I think you'd be all right. Some heavy duty logic on. Yeah. So now you've told me about your tattoos, you shouldn't have done that, Stephanie, because the next question I'm going to ask you is, are you going to show us one then? You know what I'm like, folks. It's the bad boy that comes out in me.
So I actually have one behind my ear.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's not a bad one. Yeah, I'll take that one.
So I have 7 tattoos. And not all of them are very big. So the one behind my ear was the first one that I ever got. My parents paid for it. It's a matching tattoo with my sister. And then I have
they're not bad then, are they?
No. I have one on my thigh. It's actually a really decorative border with a butterfly in it, and it says passion for do it with passion or not at all.
Oh, now, you know what I'm going to ask? Can we see that one, Steph? No. Whatever you do, take no notice of me, Steph. It's that bad boy that's coming out because I've got this reputation. Oh God! Well, look, I'm sweating now. I'm going all red, Jeanette. You know, she's. Oh, God, Keith. Now, Keith, behave yourself. Whatever you do, don't ask things like that. Yes, I know you all would like to see it in the chat, but you know, you're not going to show us it, are you, Steph? Or are you?
No, not today. I might do a tattoo tour one day.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear that? She's going to do a tattoo tour. Oh, so all those in the chat, what do you think about women having tattoos? I just want to know because, you know, I mean, I don't like tattoos. You know, I mean, I'm tattoo free, but I know quite a few people who I'm friends with have tattoos. I mean, one of my friends has got a tattoo on the cheeks of her backside, you know, so but she won't show me those, you know, she kept those quiet, but I'd love to see them, you know, one day. You never know. If I get to 80, she might let me. Oh, we've got who else we got in? Lorenzo McLaren or whatever. God, I'll tell you what, it's getting ever so hard to pronounce these names, isn't it? No problem with tattoo women. Oh, you're not. Yeah, but Steve, this is a problem that you don't see half of them, you know, especially these ones that are on the top of the thighs. And well, I mean, if it's your girlfriend, you will do. But if it isn't, why get a tattoo that you're not going to show anybody? The only one who's going to see it is yourself. So it's like putting a painting on a wall, but you've turned it the wrong way round, so nobody can see it. The only time you turn it round is when you're in there on your own.
During the summer, a lot of people like, if I'm wearing shorts or like a swimsuit, people can see. During the winter, not so much because I like to stay warm.
See, so we've had a bit of a laugh there, haven't we? You know, I'm cooling down now. The redness is going. So it is a personal one then. Do you think you're good enough to make it in the art world?
You know, I think anybody is good enough to make it in the art world. It's just a matter of your mentality and how you approach things. One of the biggest things that I think is like a deciding factor is your motivation to become better at your craft, regardless of if it's art or anything like, say, welding. You know, it just, if you are really passionate about something, you'll push yourself to learn more about what you're wanting to be good at.
Yeah. So Paul says he don't like face tattoos. Yeah.
I don't like tattoos either. You don't have to worry about me getting one in this area where everybody is like, oh my God.
Yeah, because that's it on your face. But I still think tattoos are fine when you're young, but as you get older and your skin gets wrinkly, and then this, you know, to me that looks, it makes tattoos look bad. You know, I mean, I don't know whether you know Cheryl, whatever her name is now, Cheryl Cole, or from Girls Aloud, an English girls band. She got a tattoo all the way down the back. You know, all the way down. And to me, that is ridiculous. Can you ask Stephanie to write something in the chat? Yeah, could you say hello again, Steph? Because there's a few people that want to support your channel.
Yeah, no problem.
I think it's not just about people viewing tattoos in public. Most of them have a meaning to the person personally, if people see them or not. Yeah, agree on that, Tony. Paul. Yeah, really, I do agree with that statement. But you know, I like looking at tattoos, but I'm not fond of them on people. But you know, if you've got a nice, attractive young lady like I have here, to see the tattoos in places that they don't usually show them is quite interesting. Bad boy, give over. I tell you, this bad boy always comes out. You know, did you know that that's my nickname, Bad Boy Keith?
No,
you didn't. You didn't. Yeah. Otherwise, you want to come on with me, Stephanie. I know. You know. I mean, all the women that come on and they find out about this bad boy image that I've got. That's it. You know. I mean, I did a bad boy interview with Jeanette Pickering. Oh, now that really was a bad boy because I asked her all personal questions and she answered them. Oh, yeah, really, yeah. So if nobody's seen that, I think I've made it private though. So if anyone wants to watch that bad boy interview with Jeanette Pickering, you can always ask me for the link and I will send you the link. So yeah, I've asked you that. See, I'm going off the questions that I've got because I've got about 20 questions that I saw. Where are they? Yeah, here we are again. See, I always write things down, but it's not organised at all. So here's a good one, I thought. What random person has had the biggest impact on your life to date? Oh, we've got another bad boy in the chat, Crimson Fantasy. Or if you don't support Crimson, go over and support him because he really is. My interviews are, how can I put it, quite good. When you go for the late night interviews with Crimson, they get very, very near. No, I would say very near. They do get to the bone. You know, don't ever get interviewed by Crimson because he is a naughty, naughty boy. Hello, Jeffrey's World, Martin. Oh, another one. I don't usually see these, and they've come into my chat on a different name. Yeah, Jeffrey's World on a different name. Oh, yeah. So back to that question then. What random person has had the biggest impact on your life? And she's going to say the Eagle. Thanks a lot, Stephanie. Really appreciate that.
You're definitely one of them. Bob Ross. Definitely Bob Ross. He's kind of what instilled the whole art thing in me. His story, like, he used to be a drill sergeant in the military, and he said he hated yelling at people, so he stopped and became an artist. And I think that he's really shown me the peaceful side of being able to create and to come back from something that you don't like or that's brought you down.
Yeah. Oh, so is he still in the forces, or has he made art a career?
So he actually made art a career. He passed away recently. He used to do a TV program on our public broadcasting system, or PBS for short. And he would come on I think it was Saturday morning. And I would sit there with my bowl of cereal and my dad, and we would sit there and eat cereal together and watch Bob Ross paint.
Yeah. Oh, good. Foundation Aerials in, Brian. Oh, nice to have you in. Crimson Fantasy says, who are you interviewing? I'm interviewing a young lady. A channel that is called Art That Heals, Stephanie. It's up in the chat, but she'll say hello to you, Steve, anyway. You know, very nice young lady. She's got a tattoo on her thigh, but she won't show us whereabouts. So if you have her on the late show, on your show, she might reveal it to you, you know, because you're younger, but she's got a boyfriend. That's the only problem, Steve, you know, because I run a dating agency on here as well. You know, Carolyn, she's Carolyn. What's her channel's name again, Jeanette? Carolyn. She's a young lady who's looking for a nice young man around about 50-ish, you know. So if there's anyone out there who's free and single and would like a nice young lady from the States around about that age group, quite welcome to get in touch with her. I have just subbed to you, Aerial Views and Histories. Great videos. Yeah, they are, Paul. And I hope he's subbing you. Oh, yeah, I've subbed to it. I love it. Oh, he's subbed to you already then. I'm
awesome.
Pleased see, all these awesome people all love your art, you know. So I forgot to tell you, Stephanie, that all those in the chat, they're all inside. You know, they're all in prison, you know. So when you when you qualify, you can go and help them all because they'll all need your help. See, you have a laugh on my channel. I might be stupid sometimes. Yeah, that's it. Carolyn 2 before B3. Carolyn 2 B3. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, thanks a lot, Jeanette. That's good. Yeah, I'm trying to get her fixed up because no one's seen a photograph of her or seen her on video, because when she goes live, she's always pointing the camera away from her. So a friend of mine she's interested in, who lives in England, but he says she ain't shown herself. So, you know, what can I do? Paul said, I supported your great channel and content. Oh, Finley's got another supporter. Oh, good. See? So
it's good to see everybody supporting everybody.
It really is. I'm putting up with me, you know, I mean, because you're on, that's all they've come on for, because they don't want to watch me, do they? And I'm just going to inform everybody, because I'm a Liverpool fan. Liverpool, 72 minutes, and Liverpool are winning 3-0 in the Champions League group stage. So I'm watching it as I'm interviewing Stephanie on the TV on mute. Sorry about that, Steph. Englishman in Malta. Hello there, my mate. How are you? Englishman lives in Malta. That's why he calls his channel Englishman in Malta. Yeah. You know, I get confused, maybe. You know where Malta is, don't you? It's somewhere in the Mediterranean. That's all I know, you know. So what achievements are you most proud of at present? Because you're only a young lady. So what are you most proud of that you've done in your life?
I'm really proud of myself for getting some art shows and actually coming out of my shell and networking with people and putting myself out there.
Yeah. So are you getting more confident then being on YouTube? Because as you said, it's bringing you out, and you have done a few live streams. And are you going to pursue the live streaming side of YouTube now?
I think I am. I think I'm going to approach it a little bit differently than I have been.
Yeah.
Someone suggested to me doing a live stream of me actually making art. So I think I might start doing like a little live stream series type thing for like one specific painting. I just have to figure out what I want to paint first.
Yeah. Because the new YouTube feature premieres, you could do the video first and then schedule it, and then it goes out live, and you've got the chat in the window then. Because Englishman in Malta, he's done one, you know, and I've done a couple. And I think if you're going to teach, that's a very, very good way to do it. You know, produce a video first, but schedule it, and then it's just like a live stream. Oh, look out! The dog's getting fed up with me already. So,
Bugsy, come here. Hush.
And I appreciate everyone sticking with me on in this interview. Really do. You know, I've got some true supporters in here. I don't know who they are, but they are true supporters. Are they?
You're killing me. You're gonna make me die laughing.
Yeah, I'm just checking how many I've lost. Cool. Oh, I've lost 10 subscribers while I've been on, and I've only been on just over half an hour. Cool. At this rate, I'll be below 2,000. Oh, I wonder why they get fed up with me. I don't know. Finley, I've got you even closer. Just supported you. Oh, that's a good one, Jeanette. Really appreciate that, because he's a nice young lad. He's from Grimsby. I think he is, or Cleethorpes, one of the two. Because it's so close, you know. I mean, it's like aerial views. He lives in Grimsby because he's on side of Park Street, isn't he? Yeah, don't you? You live in Grimsby. You don't live in the posh part. That's what it is. So here's another one then that I designed. What period in history do you think has been the best for artistic work?
Oh man.
That's a good question, Keith. You know, that's got to thinking.
That's a really good question. Honestly, like I can't pinpoint one specific part of history, because all parts of history have made art what it's become today. There's a lot of people who find inspiration in like medieval times, whereas other people might find more inspiration from like the Rococo era or the Baroque era or something like that, or even in present time.
Englishman in Malta says the between Sicily and the North African coast. It's a nation known for historic sites. So there you are, Steve. Aerial Views and Histories UK. It'll be Aerial Views and Histories of Malta. Get over there with your drone, man. take the missus with you. No, second thoughts, leave her at home. Cool. So, here's a good one, because you don't know me, do you? I mean, you've only just met me, haven't you, Stephanie?
Right.
So, how quickly do you jump to conclusions about people?
Oh man, I think it depends on the person. Like, I find that you're very warm and comforting to talk to, and I obviously don't know you that well and just found out about your bad boy side.
Keep that quiet.
So it just really depends on the person. I try to be very or I rely a lot on intuition. If my gut says that you're a bad person, then I'm probably going to avoid you. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right about things like that. So I've really learned to trust my gut on judgment as far as that goes.
That's a good answer.
I try to see the good in everything and everyone, as best as I can, but there's not always good in everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fully agree on that. You know, I mean, you get trolls in live streams, and you know, you get bad people all over the place. But it's, as you said, it's a gut instinct. If you like a person, you can usually tell what people are like. You know, until they meet up with me. Shut up, Keith. You know, I've got that. What do they call it? Schizophrenic or whatever. You know, because I always talk to myself. God, I must be mad. Really is. Look, Englishman in Malta says Eagle is a bad boy. Oh my God, yes, I am. Yeah, I am. You know, what is it? The saying goes, butter wouldn't melt in. Is that right? Or is it curry runs down the? I can't remember what the saying's. I can really. It's just that I'm looking about. So here's a good one that I thought I've never asked this one, and because you're young and you're in the educational system, how would you change your country's educational system?
Well, first of all, the whole money situation. I'm not saying that education should be completely free or anything like that. I think it should be, especially if you're wanting to further someone's life, and it's such a big deal to have your bachelor's, your associates, some kind of secondary education to get jobs and stuff like that. At least make it a more affordable price. I just, it's frustrating, definitely, as far as the money side goes. It can also be really frustrating to go into a class and have someone who's teaching you have their beliefs being pressed on you. I think that a lot of the issue is that some people are so focused on getting their degrees and stuff like that, or having employees that are trying to get their degrees, but they don't want to give them the time to get the degrees either. But it's just, I don't know. There's so much that could change. There's so much that could be better.
Yeah, it's the same in this country. You know, if you want to go to university, very, very, very expensive. You know, you either got to have rich persons, or you've got to work to pay for your education. You know, so I presume it's the same in the States. Hello, love my drones, and he says hi to you, Stephanie, as well. Love my drones.
Hi. It's good to see everybody.
So, what pictures or paintings or YouTube videos have had the biggest impact on you?
Oh Another good one. You got me a little bit stumped here because I can't. If you hadn't asked me, I could have told you.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, some of the art YouTubers I follow, like Fairy Little Peach, she does a lot of her process works, which help me learn. And then there's another guy named Greg Crayola Simpkins. He also does some YouTube videos, mostly time lapses, like I do. But I also look up to, her name is Camilla Derrico. She's from Canada. She does a lot of pop surrealism. And then I find artists in this magazine called High Fructose that I really like. It's a contemporary magazine, art magazine. One of my favorite pieces is actually hanging up in my studio that one of my family members did. I think it was my great-great-grandma painted. It's just a picture of some roses. They're just beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, great. So, well, here's another thought-provoking question I've got for you. What's the biggest lesson in life what's the biggest lesson life has taught you so far? Oh, we've got the Random Life Productions. I'm popping in to say hello to you, waiting for a flight from the USA. She's coming back to England. What a shame. I'd stayed over there. That's Gail, if you don't know. Very random. She's one of my, how can I put it, biggest critics.
Well, hi, Gail.
Yeah, very nice young English woman. And I emphasize the young. Sorry, Gail. Yeah. Sorry, Stephanie. I do apologize for that.
Oh, you're fine. One of the biggest life lessons that I've learned is that you can always come back from something, regardless of how terrible it is, or like embarrassing or anything like that. You can always come back from it. Personally, I have a lot of support, and I have done some things I'm not very proud of. And the people who support me are very understanding and forgiving, and they see that I want to better myself and become a better person. And they have supported me on my journey to become that better person.
Oh, good. And have they been family members or friends mainly?
Mostly friends. A lot of it is definitely Donovan, who's my boyfriend, and his mom, Letha, Letha. They have supported me through some really, really tough times and some really scary times. And they've even been there for me whenever I get excited about something. They let me talk about it and get all bright-eyed and just excited.
Oh, so you mentioned your boyfriend a couple of times. What's he do for a living, if you don't mind me asking, Stephanie?
He's a mechanic.
Go on, carry on.
He's actually a general service tech, so like oil changes, tire rotations, stuff like that. But the company he's working for actually kind of have him doing apprentice work, and he loves it. Like, he may come home every night and be like, "Oh, I did this thing on this stupid car," and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, I know you love it, and I know there's going to be hard days. So regardless, if you love it, keep doing it.
Yeah. And how long have you two been together, if you don't mind me asking?
For 3 years and some change.
Oh, so are you one of these modern women that don't believe in marriage, or could marriage be down the line type of thing?
So he and I have actually discussed it. We decided that if we do stay together for a while, I think like maybe
10 or 20 years down the line. Yeah,
yeah,
you might do. Yeah,
exactly. But like at the same time, we're both kind of like, I'm not sure about it. So we'll see in the future.
Who's coming out? Excuse me. Who's coming home, Bella? Oh, you mean here? Yeah, yeah. The plane's been delayed. That's the latest news I heard. By about 6 weeks. Yeah, you never know that that could happen. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? No more, no Gail for 6 weeks. Oh, I'm only joking, Gail. If you're still watching, you know what I'm like. It's that bad boy side of me coming out. Here's one for you then. How decisive or indecisive are you?
I'm terribly indecisive. And I don't know if you believe in the zodiac thing and all of that, but I'm a Libra, and I'm known. Libras are known to be very indecisive. Now, not all of them are, but I'm definitely one of those very indecisive Libras.
And Jeanette said to me, "You would miss her. You would miss her too much, Keith." God, I've got toothache. Do you miss toothache, Jeanette? You know, I do. Yeah, yeah. You're right there. Yeah. Sorry about that, Steph. You know, it's this ongoing. You know, we've got a love-hate relationship. This random life and myself. You know, if you follow Jeanette's Facebook group, did she post that one where she saw me in New England? You know, replica of me. Yeah, it's on Facebook. I think she put it on Jeanette's Facebook. If you're not a member of Jeanette's Facebook group, go over and join her on Facebook group. We've got about 176 followers in that. Hello there, WrestleMania. How are you? Another one. Still got 12 watching. So no one's fed up yet. Been not a very good one. Your brother from another mother. Yeah, that's right. So you've answered. So she's a very indecisive person. You remember that? So, what's the best piece of advice someone has given you about your YouTube? This is, you know, or about your artwork.
So the best advice I've gotten from my YouTube is actually from you, the 3 second. And I, as far as my art goes, my high school art teacher, she was like, if you love it, keep doing it. You know, along the lines of the do it with passion or not at all, which is why the tattoo, because it means it's a means of a reminder for me, and I won't ever lose that reminder, you know.
Yeah. I'm just going to put if I get 20 likes, I won't bother doing any more interviews. See if I get 20 likes. Oh, you what? Oh, well, it's gone up to 20 already. So you could. Here's another one that I thought. If you could dedicate your life to solving one problem, what problem would you solve?
Whew.
This was talking to you earlier on when we chatted, that because you said what you want to be, you know, a teacher in the prison reform service. So I thought that would be a good question.
That is a good question. Honestly, if I could, I would probably solve the shortage of mental health programs. Like, I feel like there aren't enough people there, especially in the corrections system. There's just not enough. There's not people out there helping other people, and the world today just seems so angry, especially here in the States. It's like every time you turn around, someone's just so angry at whoever. And it's just, I feel like, and this might be kind of touchy, but I feel like everybody could benefit from some form of therapy. especially nowadays.
Yeah, because as you say, there's a lot of angry people about. I mean, on our news, there was this coloured lady getting on a plane at 77, and the passenger who wanted to get to his window seat, because she took her time because she was disabled, he called her all of the names under the sun, you know. And I think to myself, why are people like that? You know, I mean. I think we live in a society of meism, you know, and that happens a lot on YouTube. You get people who want to make it big, and they will use anything to get to where they want to be in society, and this is a problem. And you know, so it's something that therapy is not a bad thing. Yeah, agreed on that. WrestleMania. So. You know, when you look at the mental illnesses about, how he spoke to that lady, yeah, it really was. You know, I mean, I would have thrown him off, and I think he should have been thrown off. Check you out.
I agree.
So, you know, so that's it. So, what other interests have you got then, Stephanie, besides your artwork and YouTube? Walking the dog must be one of them. Cooking,
definitely.
Cooking for the boyfriend, or does he do the cooking?
Yes, I love cooking. I may not be very good at it yet, but I'm getting there. I did learn how to make some chicken Alfredo from scratch, and he loves it. He's just like, hey, do you want to make some chicken Alfredo for me? And I'm like, I can teach you how to make it. He goes, no, it tastes better when you make it.
Yeah, it always does. When somebody else does the cooking or baking, I mean, that's why you should always look at Jeanette Pickering, because she is one of the best bakers of lemon drizzle cakes that I've known. This week, she's doing a pumpkin something or other. So I'm going to learn all about that. So I recommend, if nobody goes into Jeanette Pickering's coffee morning, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. or thereabouts, until anywhere between 12:30 and 1 o'clock, you know. So please come and join us. So you've got to be better. Oh, WrestleMania says he can burn water. Yeah, so do I. Every time I boil a kettle, you know, I mean, I always have a cup of coffee. You know, I should have had a pint, really.
I think a little bit.
Yeah, she's doing pumpkin cheesecake this week. So have you ever had pumpkin? Have you had pumpkin then, Stephanie? You know, because I've never had pumpkin pie or anything like that.
So actually, I make this one pumpkin pie that's a cold pumpkin pie. It's not from scratch. But you basically take cream cheese, and you have your crust. You put a layer of cream cheese, and then you make your pumpkin filling with like ground up cloves and just canned pumpkin, and some cream cheese in with the pumpkin. And then you do a layer of Cool Whip or whipped cream. And it is so good. It's my favorite.
Yeah. So was your mother a good cook or baker then?
No.
No. So who did the cooking in your household then when you was younger then?
I did.
You did? Oh. And
yet I'm not quite burn water bad.
Yeah.
I'm not very good either, but it's edible.
Yeah. Oh, so Love My Drone says that sounds very interesting, Jeanette. Oh, yeah. See, they're all looking forward to this cheesecake.
I'm looking forward to it.
And it's not tin pumpkin, it's actual pumpkin. So Jeanette's going out and buying one, and she's going to do it fresh. So I can't wait to see that over the weekend. You're getting a large pumpkin. Ooh, tasty. So it's going to be a big American pumpkin cheesecake. Biggest to date. Yeah. So what besides, as I said, besides YouTube and painting, what other things do you do to relax?
I like to read, and definitely hang out with my dog. Bugsy is my sidekick. He goes pretty much everywhere with me. Typically, I try to leave him at home because he does whine in the car. But he's definitely my little buddy. I actually keep this thing called a bullet journal where I can keep track of everything, and I literally have lists for my lists. So making lists helps me a lot.
So you are a very organised person then, if you make lists. Hello, Baz Burton, and yes, WrestleMania, I agree with that. That if you don't like one recipe, try another one. Yeah. So Jeanette's not just going to make one; she's going to try 2 or 3 recipes. I'm making Jeanette work, aren't I?
Yep.
So what was that last question I asked? I've lost my thought. You know, it's when you get to my age, you forget things really quick.
You asked me if I was very organized.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it drives everyone crazy, I think, because I'm like, okay, this cabinet needs to be rearranged so that we can see everything.
Yeah.
And then I'll take the cabinet completely apart, and there'll be stuff everywhere for a few hours, and then it's back in the cupboard or whatever.
Who belongs mystery? What's that?
Oh,
oh, that one, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look out! It's Halloween. There was a ghost in the. There was a leg up there. Yeah. Whose leg was that then?
That's my boyfriend's mom.
Oh, hello, ma'am. Boyfriend's ma'am. You can come on and say hello to us all.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh, look at that. We've got boyfriend's ma'am on. Hello, ma'am. So my name's Keith, Eaglevp. Here's a question for you. What do you think to your future daughter-in-law? It's a bad boy, Keith. Come out, lads.
You trying to start something, Keith? Are we gonna have to?
Yeah. Well, I just thought I'd want I'd just like a nice opinion, you know. So, do you get on with your with the what can I call it? The lodging.
I am okay with it. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't, you know. So, is she helpful around the place?
Yes.
Oh, see, look at that mystery guest, and she's been honest. Yes. Oh. Here's one for you then, mother-in-law, or whatever I could call you, mother then. What do you think about Stephanie's art?
Her art?
Yeah, artwork. Yeah.
Amazing.
When she is working on a piece, she will send me pictures of it along the way. And I always sit there and share it with pretty much whoever's around me. And I have clients that come to my house and they always ask me, who's the artist? And I'm like, Stephanie.
Oh, that is brilliant. You know, that is good. Very, very good compliment for you, Stephanie. Look, see, I'm getting all flustered. It's because I've got young ladies in, you know, I go all red. I do, you know. Oh, it's hot in here. I've got the heating on because it's flaming cold outside. So, what other questions? Are you both looking forward to Halloween next week then?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you both go trick or treating, do you?
Right. I'm looking forward to the little trick or treaters.
Yeah. Do you get many where you live then?
I think I don't know. This will be our first Halloween here, but I do know the neighborhood, and Donovan actually trick or treated in this neighborhood when he was a kid. So I know we will definitely get trick or treaters this year.
Oh! So I hope you've got plenty of chocolate and sweets in. You know, if you've got any left, you can send them over to the UK. I'll send Stephanie the address. You know, oh, I'm good, aren't I? You know, because I like this interviewing. I love meeting different people. So, have you got a YouTube channel as well, or are you thinking about?
No, I don't do any of that.
No, having you know, looking at Stephanie, how her channel's come along in the last few weeks since she got since she met the people in the chat, her channel has grown. You know, she's got a lot more followers. So, is there any interest that you would like to do as a YouTube channel?
No.
No. Oh, it's brilliant. You know, because I mean, I'm 68 and I've been on YouTube since 2007, but it's only been the last 15 months where I've started building up my channels, and I've got over 2,000 subscribers. So I think I've done well. Really enjoyed the interview, but I just got guests, so I have to go. Might be back depending on how much longer you're. Okay, thank you very much for coming in, WrestleMania. Really appreciate that. And you've got two for the price of one tonight, you know, two gorgeous young ladies on, and we have seen a bit of leg on the show. Not often you get a bit of leg, but we saw it on the background, yeah, you know, which is very, very good. It's like aerial views and histories. On his last video, he filmed, there was a dark shape in the background at 2 minutes 42, and we're still wondering who that was. You know, I think he had a ghost. I didn't either, Jeanette. What's that, Jeanette? I missed that. Did you? I didn't get. Yeah, it's been happening quite a bit, Jeanette. You know, Englishman was on, and I didn't get the notification on that. And who else was on this afternoon? I didn't get a notification. So you just got to keep on looking if it comes up. Thanks a lot, by the way, Mother, for coming on, and really appreciate that. You know?
Absolutely.
So hopefully we will be seeing you on Stephanie's videos from time to time.
Potentially.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. You know, but I love that compliment that she says that you're a good artist. So, you know, and
Me too.
we all think you're a good artist as well, Stephanie. You know, so she is going from doing art on paper. She's now starting as a tattooist after tonight. And the first one she's going to do a tattoo for is Crimson Fantasy.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So if you go and have a look at his rapping channel, you know, and you can see what he's like, because you know, his channel, you could do one, you know, just do a drawing and put it on and say, Crimson, this is for you. I'll do your tattoo and I'll draw it. Did you get that? Yeah. And then he will have to put that on show to us all. Yeah. See, I think he's gone because I ain't seen him. You're creeping again, Keith. I never creep. You know, you ask your missus, Ella. I never creep. I'm always serious. Am I?
Hi, Babs.
So, how long we been on? Oh, we've been on an hour and 13 minutes, I think. So,
Has it been that long?
yeah. So I'm going to close it down because my cook's gone. Mind you, I've still got 14 in, so really I should leave it. I'm up to 18 likes, so good. I haven't got a pack in my channel. Oh, that's a relief, because if I'd have got 20 likes, I'd have had to scrub my channel, wouldn't I? You know, so anyone who hasn't hit that like button, if it gets up to 20, I'm packing in YouTube. So if you don't want me in anymore, hit that like button. But you see, you all want, 13 watching now, Jeanette. Not bad, you know, nearly as good as the coffee morning. So if you know, I'm plugging the coffee morning again. If you don't know, go over and join Jeanette Pickering Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. UK time. That's 5 o'clock in the morning. But you're 6 hours behind us, aren't you? So that's 5. That's 4 o'clock in the morning for Steph, and she can't sleep, so she'll be in because she's a very bad sleeper. She's an insomnia. She's going to do a live stream at 3 o'clock air time in the morning, just like Green Bay Wacky. and she's going to have tons on her panel, and her channel's going to explode. Oh, I've lost a like. I've gone down to 17. Somebody just, oh, well, we've cut. I'm really pleased that you haven't hit that 21. And Vanessa Kitty's in. Hello, Vanessa. Nice to have you in. And,
Hi, Vanessa.
So, is there anything you want to say to people in the chat, Stephanie? It's your 15 minutes of fame, as James Cox says. 15 minutes you've got from now, and I'll keep quiet.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't, hit the like button, but don't go over 20. And that's what I gotta say, I guess.
Is that, oh, yeah, no, you've got your 15 minutes of fame. Come on, tell them why they should support your channel, Stephanie.
Because I'm awesome.
Yeah,
just kidding.
She's awesome, amazing, talented, beautiful. That's 4 things, isn't it? And you've got
I have a really cute dog.
And she's got a beautiful dog, and she's got a great future mother-in-law.
Yep, that's another one.
And the 6th one is when she gets married eventually to a boyfriend, the mother's son, you know, who came on. She's going to invite me over. What can I say? As videographer, because I've done weddings. So she says if I do it for free, she'll pay the airfare for me to go over. Yeah, I'm only joking about that. By the way, you don't have to agree with me, Steph. You can say no. Who wants an idiot like you? You know.
No, you can't come to the States.
Oh, I love the States. What's this? Good to see you, Eagle and Stephanie. Showing 21 for you, Eagle. Keep on painting, Stephanie. Oh, look out. I've got to pack in my channel. Quick. Get rid of some of those likes. I've got 20 now. Oh, no. They're all. Now, here's one. Who's going to miss me if I don't come on anymore?
Me.
Yeah. No, you're the only one, Steph. All those in there haven't made a comment, you know. So that's it. The eagle is gone. He's flown or soared up to another destination. Because I've got he's gone down to 18. Oh, what a relief. What a relief. So still got 15 watching. I can't pack in when I've got 15 watching. Not me, laughs out. So all of us, Keith. Oh, I'm really pleased that went down from 20 to 18, because, you know, I am sure I would be missed. Would I?
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
we miss you when you fly the coop. Yeah, I would, you know. So, I've just had a thing that Random Live's put something on their channel. So after this, I've got to go over and watch Random Live Productions video that she's uploaded. She's on her way back shortly. I don't know what time the flight is. She said midnight from New York. So she should arrive in London about 8 in the morning, something like that. So hopefully we will see her over the weekend sometime. Love my drawing. Who's taking away thumbs? Yeah. Oh, I'm back up to 19. Look out. They're going to be I'm sweating. Who's going to miss, Keith? Not all at once, guys. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I don't think I'd be missed very much, you know.
Whatever.
Right, so I'm going to. Have you enjoyed being interviewed by Gramps, then, Stephanie?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much. I had so much fun.
Yeah. So, would you recommend people to come on My Time with Gramps series? Because
yeah, definitely.
Because I do find it hard to get people on, you know, because I email quite a few. Oh, look out, Whaley Bird's at the 20. Whaley Bird wants me to go. Oh, no, Whaley Bird. I said, when I get 20, I'm going. I'm disappearing. You would be very missed. Oh, thank you very much, Steve. Yeah, you know, that means that if I close my channel down, I'll have to come and join yours, and we'll have to do it all from your channel. Oh, what an experience, Steve. I don't think you'd enjoy that. Yes, you would, course you would not. Thank you for the likes. Really appreciate that. And I'm not going away. I was only kidding you. I'm joking. I will stay, and you'll have to put up with me for another few more months. Won't there? So, Stephanie, the last question I'm going to ask you then tonight is, where do you see your channel going in the next 5 years?
Up, hopefully, not down.
Not the only way is up. It's only me that goes down, you know, because I do get, every time I do a live stream, I lose people. I don't know why. I think that they're not used to the English sense of humour. What's that? Excuse me. Change your tie, Keith. Well, I've only got 2 ties, Baz. I've only got 2 shirts, a blue one and a green one. So, you know, I'm a poor pensioner, Baz. You know, I'm waiting for donations of somebody, you know, giving me a new shirt and a new tie. Mind you, I could go in the charity shops and get one, couldn't I? Yeah, that's a good idea. Bye, guys. Well done, Stephanie and Keith. Thank you very much, Bella. Hopefully, I will see you on the coffee morning tomorrow. I'll be at Mix, so I'll be on as Think Visual, and I'll play you up there. So get the violins out. Oh, Jeanette can play a violin. She said she'd get the violin out. Oh, we're going to have a song. We're going to have Jeanette playing the violin on tomorrow's coffee morning show. Anyway, I know I've still got 15 in and I've got 21 likes. I really appreciate you all being on. I thank the lovely Stephanie, Art That Heals Stephanie. Her art really does heal people like me and all you others in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
So, 22 likes. Oh, I've got 22 now, have I, Steve? So I appreciate that. And thank you for all staying with me. I've really enjoyed your company for the last hour and 20 minutes now. And I have really enjoyed this interview with you, Stephanie, because I didn't know whether you know, when I interview somebody young, I get ever so nervous.
So do I.
Because, you know, you've been good because you come back with me to me. You know, when you get young people, they are usually shy, and it's very hard to make to do a conversation or an interview. Where you have been very, very relaxed. Oh, Bella's going to play the spoons tomorrow on the coffee morning. Oh, that's good. It has been a pleasure. Oh, and see, Steve's enjoyed it, and all the rest have. So. Thank you very much. Oh, and can I mention another plug? This is for Pixie's channel. He live streams on a Thursday evening every week about 9 p.m. So hopefully he's going to be live streaming tomorrow at 9 p.m. That's Pixie's channel. Is he going to be live streaming tomorrow, Jeanette? Because I ain't seen him in here for a while. So can you just check that he is live streaming at 9 p.m. so we can all see him? Oh, Ian Matthews is in. Oh, Ian, you've come in at the last minute again. All these late arrivals. Yeah. So, with it. Oh, he's got a special guest on, has he? Oh, where is Pixie? Wow, Pixie's got to have a special guest on his show tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to that. Ian, in that shed. Yes, Ian, we know you're in the shed. You're in my room as well. And this is the gorgeous Stephanie. If you don't know her, it's Art That Heals Stephanie. Over in his corner, laughs out loud. Okay, then. Well, I am finishing. So good night, everybody in the chat. Stay on a minute, Stephanie. And I thank you all for coming in again. And hopefully we will see you next Wednesday on another Time with Gramps. I don't know who I'm going to have on next Wednesday because I've sent out about 15 emails I've got 2 people that replied and said they were willing to come on, but not this week. So I'm hoping I'm going to get one of those on next week. And guess what? It's another young lady, you know, and she's she's not an artist, but she is a fashion one. So hopefully it'll be her. So I'm not mentioning any names because it's only because I forgot what the name of the channel is. So that's why I can't say until I look it up. So I am going to finish here now. What's this? I've been here all the time, just been busy. That's all right, Pixie. You know, as long as I know that you are live streaming tomorrow night at 9, because if you know, I want to know so I can watch it, so I can be there, just in case I don't get the notification. So thanks a lot for coming in, Jeanette, and talking and keeping the chat going. Thanks, not my missus again, laughs out loud. Yeah. Thank you, Baz. I have been glued to the screen. Yeah, so have I. I've been glued to watching Liverpool when I've been talking to Stephanie. Very bad manners. Terrible. We won 4-0, by the way. So I'm going to shut it down. So bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, we heard a voice in the background that says bye. And she says good riddance and all.